Hello and welcome everyone, Tyrael here, and I'm going to be going over the 3 worst glitches in the history of Clash of Clans. Now, there is one that people will mention in the comments probably, but I don't count it as a glitch. It's the ability to kick people off while they are attacking you and force them to lose. That was technically not a glitch because the players were actually editing the files of the game. That was actually closer to a hack. But the main glitch that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to start talking about, it's the worst glitch of all time, was the ability to max out your base for $20. Now, this happened a few months ago. It's been fixed. Obviously, I wouldn't be telling you about it if you could still do it now. But what it was players were able to spend their gems, reload the game, and then their gems would be put back to where it was before they spent the gems, but they would keep whatever they upgraded. So that was a really, really big detriment to the game, but Supercell went through, rolled them all back, and it's all back to normal. There's probably a couple players out there who got to keep their free stuff, but if so, it's not that many anymore anyways. But now I'm going to be talking about the current ones that are still in the game. You see my expo there in the top left? Well, guess what? It's set on ground on my screen at my home base. It's set on ground during the replays, and this guy, when he attacked me, he saw it set on ground. And there's nothing I can do about it. I've gone into the edit mode. I've just tried toggling it up and down. I've even left it up and it was still up, and then it showed up as up in my defenses. So what's going on? Why can't I choose where my expo is set? My expo is stuck up, even though it looks down. I want all my expos facing down, but that one in the top left is just stuck up. And if you're wondering why I paused that there, it was just because that little lava pup was about to take out my town hall and died at the last second. This guy had already deployed his heroes in the top right, so he can't get my town hall anymore. But back to the task at hand, talking about that glitch. So people may be saying, yeah, this is annoying, but how is it bad? It's actually causing players to lose, which you're going to see in my next raid that's coming up in just a second. But it's really annoying because I cannot choose how my own base is set up. I cannot fix it. And it's something that should have been fixed already. It's a very simple thing to fix. Now, many people may say in the comments, yeah, but you don't know how to program. Well, I do know how to program. I don't know how to program iOS. This is a very simple thing and should just be very plain for Supercell to see exactly what went wrong in their last update and where it was. Making it so that the edit base function screws with the expos and actually screws with the Inferno Towers too, but you don't really see that. Instead, you see just these expos, no matter what, they're just set up. Like right here, you're going to see me going in, and these expos, they appear facing down. This guy's screen shows them as facing down. He probably has them set facing down. And guess what? I cannot do anything. They're just taking out my balloons even though they're facing down. And this actually really screws up my raid. Because this is really annoying, and I'm sure it's annoying for the guy who just wanted his expos facing down, but now they're stuck with a lower radius there. They just have a lower radius too. It's not that they have the regular 14 tile radius and can shoot air. They're just stuck on the 11 tile facing up, and there's nothing you can do about it. I want my expos facing down so they can hit outside my walls, and I'm sure this guy wants the same thing, but guess what? Neither of us can do anything about it, and it's almost every base. At this point, anyone who uses air attacks basically now has to assume that all expos are up, whether they look like it or not. Some are, and some aren't, but guess what? It really hurts air attack users because anything with up expos is not a great base to attack. Sure, you can still 2-star, but it's a hell of a lot more difficult, and you get excited when you see that guy who has all the down expos, and then suddenly they're all shooting you, and you sent in your attack assuming that they were all facing down. Now watch what's happened. I'm at 41%. I probably could have taken the Town Hall if they were all facing downward and I had those single target Inferno Towers going, but still, they were facing up. And they screwed up my whole attack. They killed a lot of my balloons. They killed all of my minions. I could have gotten that Town Hall if I had just had downward-facing expos. But at this point, it's just really close. Am I going to lose? All because of the expos. And really, you can't tell at this point because my queen is about to die. And in reality, a lot of people have probably lost because of this. And I just barely get the Town Hall. I could have gotten an easy 2-star without even deploying my heroes. But because of this glitch, there was nothing I could do. I only got the 1-star. And really, we've had a maintenance break since then, and it wasn't fixed. Everyone thought it was going to be fixed with that maintenance break, but it wasn't. Now, the next thing, it's hard for you to tell with this attack. Really, you can't tell unless you saw my search. But basically, what's been going on, the worst thing that's going on right now is that you are finding people way outside of the trophy range you should be finding them in. A lot of you have probably noticed it at this point, but there are people all the way down to Bronze League, all the way up to Champion, who are seeing players that they shouldn't see in their searches. I'm at 3,600, I'm seeing players in Master 2. I shouldn't be seeing that. Luckily, they're not worth 0 trophies. That was the worst glitch of all time, and it happened to me. I found a player worth 0 trophies in matchmaking. That was really annoying, especially when I'd been waiting in the clouds for 10 minutes and he just showed up as 0. But luckily I haven't seen that in a while. But I've been seeing players way lower than I usually see. Normally I don't see any lower than Master 1, but I'm seeing Master 2 players who are technically worth 0.5 trophies to me. It rounds up to 1, but still. I should not be seeing them, and I'm seeing a lot more players worth 40 plus trophies, and I'm ending up being worth 40 to 50 trophies a lot more often. I get attacked several times in a row where I was worth about 40 trophies. You know, that happens every few days, maybe at 35, 3,600, but it doesn't happen every time you log out, which was what was happening. I've been being found by people way lower than me way more often. Now, it's hard to show in Champions League because that happens sometimes. It really does. It's how matchmaking normally works, but now everybody has Champion League matchmaking all the way down to Bronze League. So really, the next raid will show you what I mean. So this raid is done by Daddy. I was out, so I had to record it with the iRec, but this raid was worth 9 trophies. It was not a revenge, it was a search. He searched and next and attacked this guy who was worth 9 trophies when he was in Crystal 2. Up until the last update, you did not see anyone worth 9 trophies unless you were at least Master 1. So now, searching in Crystal 2 is like searching in Master 1? That makes no sense, and it's really bad because someone tweeted at me that they found a guy at 3,500 while they were at 2,500. They found someone 1,000 trophies above them while nexting, and they showed me picture proof of it. They showed me the actual picture of them in matchmaking. Next button there, guy worth 59 trophies with the Champions League badge, and then they showed me their cup value and their attack log, which showed that they had sniped that guy's outside town hall. This guy was at 3,500. You see a lot of outside town halls out there because people are trying to get the 1 star from anyone who's at like 4,000 plus, who was like, oh, free 1 trophy, I'll take it, which actually does happen a lot. But this guy lost 19 trophies to like 2 archers because this guy at 2,500 attacked a champion in matchmaking, and he's not the only one. And there are people in Bronze League who are finding people worth 1 trophy. They're attacking people in like sub 200 probably. Now this is really bad. It's bad enough when you're a champion, you have to worry about that guy who's like 200, 300 trophies below you who's going to take you for 45 trophies. Now you have to worry about a guy in Crystal League who's just about done farming his Town Hall 10. He decides to raid with Go Wipe in the morning and takes 59 trophies from you. Think about that when you're pushing as like a Town Hall 9. Now you're going to log out and lose 59 trophies every time? This is absolutely ridiculous and needs to be fixed immediately. This is by far the worst glitch that is still in the game. Now, I only know of these 2 glitches in the game, but I'm sure there are a lot more. And the worst glitch of all time was obviously the free maxing that I mentioned earlier. And again, I do not count kicking people off on defense as a glitch because people actually had to edit their game files to do that. So these are the worst glitches of all time, and 2 of them are still active. And it's horrible because we as players have 0 control over them. We cannot exploit this glitch. And I don't recommend ever exploiting a glitch, but we can't control it, it just happens. So I just wanted to keep you guys informed and want to know what your experiences with these glitches are. So thank you for watching. Comment below if you've had any experience with these glitches, and thank you for watching.
Come on.